There's a lot of little techniques in making great pizza. Most people just put the ingredients on and put the cheese on at the end and think it's enough. It's not enough. You need technique. This one's about layering ingredients. This chicken and pesto pizza is a classic example of layering. Andiamo. This one, I'm going to put a little bit of flour on the base there. Now, I've got a normal pesto. You can make it basil, pine nuts, Parmesan cheese, and just spread it around. You need your pesto to be really quite thick. You gotta remember how it's made. It's got basil, it's got pine nuts, it's got Parmesan, extra virgin olive oil, black pepper. If it's a runny pesto, when it goes in the oven, the heat is gonna make it just run and just fall off the sides of the pizza. And you don't want that. You want it to be a nice sort of smooth paste over it. Chicken and pesto, what a classic combination. Everyone loves it, unless you don't eat chicken. This is the first part of the layering. I've got sun-dried tomatoes. So you know they've already been dried. So they're really nice to eat. If you had put that on top of the pizza, they would have turned into little carbon, burnt black. It would have been terrible. So these are going under the cheese. Really important. We've got our cubed mozzarella. Put that around nicely. Want to go all the way evenly around. And now we've got our fresh mozzarella. The fresh mozzarella adds a lot more creaminess and milkiness to the pizza. Spread that around. A handful of mushrooms. Just beautiful, nice button mushrooms, sliced, fresh, nothing else. You eat mushrooms like that. They're already beautiful as they are. Now this one here is very important. I've got chicken breast here that's been marinating in oil and garlic with black pepper. The raw chicken actually needs time to cook. So if I'd put that under the cheese or under the mushrooms, it wouldn't have cooked properly. By putting it on last, it's getting the nice heat from the dome coming down. And if you've got the right temperature and the right time and colouring, you're gonna end up with a beautiful moist chicken. This is the thing that people don't understand about pizza. They just go, oh yeah, put it on, no big deal. It is a big deal. I marinated this. I got good sun-dried tomatoes. I made my own pesto. That's a lot of work, but that work will come out in the taste at the end. Perfect. Let's go straight in the oven. I'm sure most of you out there are going to want to buy a wood fire oven because it looks great in your backyard, but it's going to be the biggest garden ornament you're ever going to buy because you're only going to use it 2-3 times a year. When you go to buy it, they're going to tell you it's ready in half an hour or 1 hour. It's not true. It needs over 2 hours of heating. You're actually not cooking with fire. You're cooking on stone or bricks, depends what's in your oven. When you light your fire, the whole dome goes black, and it takes an hour and a half at least before it starts to turn white. When it turns white and there's not a lot of smoke and wood in the oven, that is perfect. That is the spot that you want to hit. It's about 400 degrees. More fire in there, the more your pizza is going to burn. You just want a real nice white dome and a really nice, strong, solid, hot heat. Have a look at that. That's what I'm talking about. The chicken on the top looks perfect. It's not dry, it's not undercooked, it's just perfect. The pesto's melted through. The sun-dried tomatoes are protected. Oh, listen to that crust as well. Beautiful. And once again, just a little bit of finishing. Salt. Now I'm putting pine nuts on because there's pine nuts in the pesto. I've got some fresh basil picked from the garden because that's in the pesto as well. And it's gonna add that real nice kind of freshness to it. Let's crack some pepper. There we go. Put in the hard yards, you end up with great results. Technique number 1, layering. Get it right, your friends are gonna love it. Have a look at that. You can do that at home.